Someone in Ohio. Where are the men like this? Where are the men? I really hate to break it to you guys. There's no place that you go to find the good men.
The whole men suck, there are no good men left in this world conversation is what makes women settle.
This is not the first time I've gotten dressed and gone out literally just to meet up with a guy who ends up canceling on me.
Ouch!
Where are all the normal people? In my case, I mean like normal guys to date. I feel like I'm just normal. I don't do anything crazy. I'm just like a good person. I like to do fun things. I'm kind. Sure, I have a TikTok or whatever, but like in general, I'm pretty normal. I feel like all my friends growing up were really normal. It's like, where are the normal people? I just want like a normal guy. But everyone seems to have some sort of mega red flag or some like just strange trait that is a turn off to me. I don't know. Like maybe I am too picky. I don't think I am. It's like, where are they? Like, where are you guys?
At home.
They are all over. You just don't think they're good enough. They're out here treating women well and then getting ghosted for it. I feel the exact same way. I'm convinced they are all in relationships and there is no one left. I say the same thing. Where are the pure girls who care about character and integrity foremost? We all know a normal guy isn't what a woman truly wants. They say they want a good, stable man, but once they get him, they get bored and get rid of him for being too normal. The majority of women need that excitement and drama in their lives just to feel something. Without it, they start looking elsewhere. What many women don't realize is that a lot of these normal guys get told they're too nice, and over time, they give up on dating altogether. They get tired of being overlooked, used as emotional support, while women chase after the men who treat them poorly, only to come back later when they need stability. By then, many of these men have already checked out, choosing to focus on their own goals, careers, and happiness, rather than playing the endless game of trying to prove their worth to women who never truly valued them in the first place. This is why more men are walking away from relationships and even rejecting marriage entirely. Many of us have learned that when a woman says she wants this, it isn't truly what she wants.
If you expect a good man to protect and provide for you, be ready to be a peaceful partner. Otherwise, you're gonna fumble this man. No leader in the world will stay with a woman who refuses to listen.
I agree.
So just want to confirm for my single girlies, come to Home Depot if you want a man. The girls have been saying this, but it's true. And I mean, there's construction workers, contractors, handymen in here, a real man.
Get ready for the next battle.
They're in here, okay? They're in here. It's like Wednesday afternoon, 3 p.m. Yeah. Come get them.
Okay, wish you luck. I brought Kiki for moral support, but we need to find a handyman, a new daddy. Here we go. Wish us luck.
No, because like you're telling me that these men out here are the ones that we're meant to marry, like commit to for a lifetime.
Well, lucky for you, madam, no man will be marrying you. Not with that kind of attitude. Not sure what you mean by these men, but it surely sounded negative. The women who aren't even qualified for marriage seem to be the ones worried about it the most. Matter of fact, many women are actually in luck because the majority of men don't even want marriage anymore. Men have seen how the system is stacked against them, how marriages often turn into financial traps, and how modern women bring demands without offering anything in return. Why would men rush into something that puts them at a disadvantage?
Women that don't cook, clean, or give BJs always ask, where are all the good men? I'll tell you where. They just finished eating dinner and are relaxing in a clean house about to get a BJ.
Men don't want. Excuse me, what was that? Men don't want this with all the and not
Well, if that were true, just solely based on some of the ones that we see on social media, there would be a lot less single women out there asking where all the good men are at.
I agree.
Every man I've ever met outside, either A, has a kid, or B, is like 23. Like, there's no in between. If I go to San Jose, if I go to San Francisco, they either have a kid or they're either like very, very young. Where are the rest of the men at? Where are you guys at? Can you let me know? It's 2025. Where are you guys at? The gym? Because I'd be there too. But you know, there's like men don't approach women at the gym. So where else do you guys go? Let me know.
At home, stacking money and planning our move overseas. At home, paying our bills, because it's getting to be not worth it in this toxic dating pool. We aren't hiding, we are in plain sight. It's just no one noticed us. It's like this one quote, every girl is looking for a Spider-Man, but walk past Peter Parker. At home, chillaxing because we shy to approach because we get judged.
You are in your 30s and you're in New York. Where are you going out to find men in their like mid to upper 30s? I'm 29, I'm 30, but I just moved to New York and I went out in the East Village tonight with one of my friends. Honest, it was a sausage fest like I've never seen before. And then at all literally insane, but they were all like 25, 26. We're looking for people with careers, not jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like, we want men. We're looking for the men, and I just want to know, like, where are they to be found? I understand that people think that dating in New York is horrible. Can't wait to understand what that means in the most sarcastic sense. But if I can get ahead of it and try to meet quality man at a bar, hopefully that's not too much wishful thinking, would love to know, like, where we go, you know? Like, share it with the girls. Really hope we're not gatekeeping here, but if you guys give me some good recommendations, I will try them and then I'll report back. So help a girl out. I'm new here and I just want to, like, try it out, you know?
By now, every man should understand that whenever a woman is ready to settle down, that's when she wants to start dating seriously. Look at this woman here, 29, about to be 30 and struggling to find a good man. It's a common pattern. Many of these types of women spend years in situationships playing the field. The challenge here isn't necessarily that the woman is too old or that there aren't good men out there. It's more about timing and past choices. Men, especially those who are ready for a stable, long-term partnership, may have learned through experience that waiting for a woman to suddenly shift gears can be a gamble, one that isn't worth taking, of course. In a way, this situation highlights the importance of being intentional about relationships from the start, rather than waiting until a certain age or life stage to realize what's truly wanted. No serious man wants to be a hero, dealing with past emotional damages.
I really hope there are still some men out there that like girls with big puffy lips, not the ones on your face though. Just to clarify that.
Yo, where the men at that really tell you what they want and really mean it as they're looking for it? Like, actions, saying that they really telling you that that's what they want. Where y'all at right now?
True or false? All the good men have played, so now all they do is work, chill, and ignore people.
True, and when we try again, we get reminded rapidly why we stopped doing it. 1000% correct. We're done. We're keeping our money, and we're happier. No, my dear, all the good men are in the friend zone. Not only were we played, disrespected, we were also told by women to leave you alone. You didn't need us. We're not good enough, so on and so forth. That's absolutely correct. Because men were played, all they do now is find peace within themselves. They've realized that chasing relationships with women who don't value them is a losing game, instead of constantly proving themselves to women who only respect them when they meet unrealistic expectations. Imagine being a man and being told that the only way you'll be respected is if you meet a never-ending list of demands. Make 6 figures, be over 6 feet tall, have status, always pay, always lead, but never ask for anything in return. Meanwhile, Women demand respect simply for existing. This is why so many men have checked out. They've seen how the modern dating market operates, how women chase excitement over stability, how men are only valued for what they can provide, and how relationships are more transactional than ever. Instead of playing along, men are choosing peace. They're investing in themselves.
Where are the men that like their women? Healthy, plus size, chubby, big, or BBW? Where are you?
Where are the men who are not afraid of little hair? Who are you? Where are you?
Do you have an aisle specifically where single men are?
I heard if you wanted to meet a man, just delete those crazy dating apps and head to Home Depot. A lot of ladies are meeting men like crazy over there. But then again, they're not being clear on if these men actually belong to other women at the moment. You know, like someone else's husband. I mean, I can't tell you what aisle to shop on, but hey, it's worth a try.
Hey, trying this one more time. Came to Home Depot this time because I heard this is the better place to find husbands than most. So, Home Depot. It's in the tool section. Nobody. It's a Saturday afternoon. Where are all the good men at? I don't find them. So, future husband, where are you? Hurry up. I ain't coming in.
It's great that there's some effort here, but by Saturday afternoon, these men are home, either working in the garage or in the backyard. And the only men that are left at Home Depot are either married and shopping with their wife, or married and trying to get a project done that he would have had done at 10 a.m. if it wasn't for wanting to have a relaxed morning with his family. Or, I'll admit, there's an occasional single guy that guaranteed he is on his second or third trip of the day. And that man's focus on completing his project is on level 100. All that man wants is to get in and out as fast as possible. He's not even noticing you.
I do like the effort, but if many women had thought about getting a husband earlier on in their lives, they wouldn't be storming Home Depot in their 30s and 40s looking for one. The reality is that many women put off serious relationships, focusing on careers, personal freedom, or casual dating when they were younger. Now, as time passes, they find themselves scrambling to find a good man, often in places or situations that aren't conducive to finding a lasting relationship. And even if these women do find a man later on, the chances of him marrying today are pretty low, especially given the current trends. The success rate of marriages today is already low, and many men are becoming more cautious about committing, especially to women who have lived through a variety of experiences, but haven't established the kind of long-term stability and maturity they're looking for in a partner.
These men are everywhere. So it isn't about where do I go to find these men, because I get that question a lot. Where are these men? Where do I go to find these men? And I say, you don't have to go to any specific place. Yeah, you need to leave your home, probably, but you don't have to go to any specific place. What you need to do is you need to go to a different place vibrationally, okay? Because if you're going to meet your future man, if he's not in your present, you need to go to a different place vibrationally in you. You need to go to a different place of healing within you.
This is for the guys on this app in our society, and I hope that you listen to this, because if there's one thing that I want to say, it's this. Being vulnerable and expressing your feelings is one of the most courageous and sexiest things that a man can do. I understand that you may not always understand what you're feeling, what it means, what's happening in a relationship, or if you're not in a relationship and you're feeling all these things and you're trying to suppress it. The why I'm saying this is because hurt people hurt people. And I'm not just directing this at men, but a man that is hurt, that has not healed, that has not expressed himself to somebody is going to go around and hurt the women that are just trying to love him. The pain that a woman feels after a guy has been nothing but awful and terrible to her, and a guy that's treated her like absolute scum of the earth. Us women take that and we sit with it for a long time. I'm talking therapy, talking to our friends about it, and it's something that we do our best to not carry from relationship to relationship, but we can't help but do it.
Thank you, but no thank you. Opening up has only created ammo to be used against me. They tell themselves it's sexy, but biologically their attraction fades away without them realizing it. I will never open up my feelings again. That's what gets me used. The women that preach this will listen and then call the guy not masculine enough, at least in my experience. I do think there's some truth to this, but the reality is that whenever a man opens up, it tends to backfire. That harsh cruelty is something so many men have experienced firsthand, and because of that, they've chosen not to do such a thing anymore. Men are constantly told to be vulnerable, to express their feelings, to be open, but the moment they do, they're met with judgment, ridicule, or even used as a reason for rejection. They're told they need to be strong, yet criticized for being emotionless. It's a lose-lose situation. Many men have learned the hard way that opening up to the wrong woman can be used against them later. Their struggles aren't met with empathy, but with impatience and detachment. Instead of comfort, they hear phrases like, "Just man up," "I need a strong man, not a weak one," or even worse, "This is why I can't respect you." The world men and women live in when it comes to such things are very different. Very different.
Where are we going, to the wood? I'm lost as it is. So like, I have to ask guys questions anyway. Like, sir, can you help me like measure this out? I don't know what that.
Maybe you walk around with this will help you.
With this? I'm just gonna act like I know what I'm doing. Excuse me, sir, what kind of wood is this?
Okay, I was just humbled. The most I've ever been humbled. I'm at Home Depot, and you know how all the girls do that little trend where they're like, just walk around Home Depot and pretend like you're lost to find your next guy. Literally, nobody helped me or even like approached me. I was there for an hour, and I was just like kind of walking around. I had some stuff I actually had to pick up. But like, that's embarrassing for me.
There's some pretty good reasons as to why you didn't find anybody or nobody approached you. Well, on this app, you guys have been telling men not to approach you out in public. Secondly, the men that are there are either on a job, they've got to get stuff to get back to the job to get back to work, or they're busy with their own project that they've got to go there to get stuff to get that project. So basically, they're tied up. Now, what's funny is that you said that nobody helped you, which is really strange because if you ask for help at Home Depot or like where something is, people are very, very willing to help you. But yeah, Home Depot is not the place for look for a husband because most of the guys there don't need another project.
Well, that's for sure. Those men most definitely don't need another bill. They're not looking for a woman who is just going to add more financial or emotional burdens to their lives. When a woman approaches dating with a save-me mentality, it's no wonder many men steer clear. And most women do this, by the way. They walk around Home Depot or other places looking clueless, hoping a man will just come up to them. They put themselves in these environments, thinking the right man will notice them, but don't make any effort to engage or show genuine interest in the men around them. When no one approaches them, they get shocked, like it's somehow the man's fault for not recognizing their need for attention or companionship. Like this woman here, complaining that no man approached her at Home Depot. She's walking around thinking just being in the right place at the right time will automatically make her the center of attention. Wake up to reality, lady.
Guys, let's be for real. Where's the men that don't mind a little bit of hair? You know what I mean?
Gentlemen, don't cancel on your date. Guys and girls supposed to get together. She gets dressed, she puts on the makeup, she gets to feeling good, and then you just leave. And she goes to bed. You're welcome.
Where are all the tall single men in the town that I live in? I live in a huge town. Huge. And
On these dating websites, everyone is like 5'7", 5'8". Okay, I am 5'9". So I want to stand next to my man and like be shorter than him. Where are you? I should be able to see you because you're so tall. I'm looking around and there's nobody in sight.
Oh yeah, and guess just how many women want that exact type of man. Many women may not realize this, but this is exactly why they're struggling to date. They all want the same thing, a tall man. But guess how many women are chasing after that exact same small percentage of men? Women, without realizing it, are making it harder for themselves to date. They set unrealistic standards, thinking they deserve a man who checks every box on their fantasy list. These are the types of women who miss their blessing because they're so stuck on a man's height, simply over the fact that his legs aren't long enough. They focus on superficial traits that ultimately don't define a person's worth, while overlooking the deeper qualities that truly matter in a partner. In the end, they end up alone, complaining that good men are hard to find, when in reality, they were standing there all along. It's a cycle of missed opportunities, all because they couldn't see past their own shallow preferences.
Okay, so I'm at Home Depot again. Part 2 on trying to find a husband. I came on a Sunday afternoon because I was told during the weekdays they're not as active, but I'm assuming because it's Sunday, maybe they'll be out. They're not working, so let's see if we can find a husband. Okay, I came for roses and a husband, and I can't find either of them, okay? Is it me? The Home Depot was not the move off to Lowe's to go find some homes.
Ladies, trying to find a husband, early in the morning, lumber department, Home Depot. I have never in my life felt like last pork chop on the plate, but I can say this morning, yep, pork chop, size, I could have had my pick. Who knew? Don't stay off the dating app. Home Depot, don't say your husband's at.
Where are the good men? They're everywhere. Maybe you should look under the pile of divorce papers where they're sitting in financial ruin. Maybe you should look at them in that small little apartment just waiting for those few days a week that they get their kids. Maybe you should look at the quiet guy sitting at the bar because he can't stand to be alone without his kids, without his family. Maybe you should look at the guy at the grocery store wearing the dirty boots with the dirty hands, filling his cart with snacks because he has his kids for the weekend. Maybe you should look at the quiet guy, the loud guy, the funny guy, the guy that's the life of the party, the guy that walks alone in the park. There are good men everywhere. You just have to open your eyes and realize that some of them just have been hurt too much that they're afraid to say hi. So why don't you just say hi? You might find that good man.
I think that ship has sailed for many of them, especially when it comes to marriage. Most of these men are over it. They've seen too much, been through too much, and learned the hard way that their kindness and good intentions can be used against them. Many good men today are broken, some beyond repair, because too many women trampled over their good hearts, taking their generosity and commitment for granted. These men gave their best, only to be met with betrayal, manipulation, or complete disregard for their efforts. Most good men today are focused on themselves, trying to recover from the damage they've accumulated simply for being genuine people. They poured their hearts into relationships only to be met with ungratefulness and taken advantage of. And the irony, the same women who once overlooked these men are now searching for them, wondering where all the good guys went. But many of them aren't coming back. They've moved on, and honestly, they're better off for it.
The biggest mistake I think I've ever made on TikTok is saying the word "how else am I supposed to find a man?" because now there are 1,000 men in my comments who took that so seriously and are so worried that I'm so single that I need suggestions from them.
Our world is truly plagued by horrible, horrible men. Seriously, I don't understand how it is so hard to find a decent, genuine guy. Truly. Each and every one of my friends is affected by this. Every single friend. Beautiful, wonderful, amazing, strong people affected by this. I don't understand how this happened. I can't tell you how many tears and just so much frustration that we've had over these men who can't even send us a text back. It's really sad. Truly, what is happening? What is happening? Please tell me.
Okay, this right here. I get asked 20 to 30 times a day. Where are the men like this? Where are the men? Do you see the men? I don't see them. Sis, I really hate to break it to you guys, but like there is no place. There's no place that you go to find the good men.
This woman says there's no place to find a good man in the world, but that's obviously not true. The reality is that good men are out there. They just aren't as easy to find when people have unrealistic expectations or aren't willing to invest the time and effort to build genuine connections. Many times women overlook the good men around them because they are distracted by superficial traits or unrealistic standards. It's also important to consider that finding a good man requires being open to meeting people in different environments beyond just bars or dating apps in today. When these women are looking for good men, that's where they go. But in most cases, they run into guys who are looking for temporary thrills instead. Moreover, the idea that good men don't exist can stem from a lack of understanding about what it truly means to be a good partner. Many women are conditioned to look for men who tick off boxes that may not even align with their values or needs in the long term.
I think as women forget that if we want a good man, we have to be willing to let them lead. We can't do this if we question his every step of the way. If you want a man to lead, then let him lead.
A guy told me once that a man is only insecure about a woman when he knows she deserves better.
PSA to all the women in New York, I found out where all the hot guys are. They're not in church, they're not in Whole Foods, they're running. They are literally in motion. Ever since I moved here, if I'm just walking around the city, every hot guy I've ever seen is always running by me. And if somebody who doesn't want to use the app anymore, I'm just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to go run after him? Like, if you're a hot single guy in New York that's running, can you please tell me what I'm supposed to do if I think you're cute? You know what else is that since I noticed that a lot of hot guys are running, I actually went to a running club, and there were cute guys there, but they were just too fast for me. So if you're a hot guy in New York that runs pretty often, can you please let a girl know like what to do to get your attention? Because I could run after you, but I might be too slow to catch up. Maybe I'll start training for a marathon.
Alright, so if you know me, your family member or friend, just scroll on by. Just, ignore me. Alright, now that you're gone. Hey new people, I'm single. I don't want to be single anymore. I don't know if that's how we do this. Would I give it a try because everyone's posting, hey, I'm single. Might as well. What's the worst that can happen? I'm already single. I can't really be any more than I am at this point. But anyway, if you're single and you're just looking for something like me, like a serious relationship, and you no longer want to go to family parties or holiday parties by yourself, here I am. Or someone that's single, because we all have friends that are single. I know I have some. It's just me. I'm the only single friend at this point. So, again, I'm just pushing this out there for anybody that's single, 30s, 40s, whatever it may be, just 30s and higher. I'm in Illinois. I travel. I have a good job. So, you know someone, or you are someone that's looking for something serious, message me, send me a comment, say something, Because I am tired of situationships. I'm tired of this whole like social media, you know, not social media, but more of like the apps. I don't know what to do. Like, where are we going? If you know where I can find a single man that's nice, you know, and willing to, you know, just date someone and not just do the whole situationship, let me know. I'm here. That's all. And if you are family or friends, I'm so sorry. Like, it got to this point. I'm so sorry. I'm sure you want me to be happy and you no longer want to see me being single because I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking to. You know. I'm tired of you. That's it. So, if you see this video and you know me, just keep scrolling. Don't even tell me about this video. Anyway, that's all.
For many women, finding a good man is a tough life lesson. The men they deserve are often the ones they don't want, and the men they chase after are the ones who end up treating them poorly. Just as this woman mentioned, these types of women end up in situationships until they're in their 30s. That's when they decide they want to start taking life seriously and start looking for what they call a safe guy. They start scrambling to find this man they now want, but the reality is, the type of relationship they could have had in their 20s with the good, stable guy is no longer available. The men they rejected years ago have often outgrown the need to prove themselves or settle for someone who wasn't interested in them when it mattered. This may sound cruel, but I don't think it's a bad lesson for them to learn at all, because they're the ones doing this to themselves. They chose the thrill over stability and rejected the very qualities that would have built a lasting relationship. Oh well.
Good men exist. They are out there. And I need you to realize that if you put out the energy of every man is a manipulator, a cheater, a POS, so on and so forth, if you put that energy out there, you are going to attract men that are those kinds of people. I think it's safe to say that almost every woman I've ever met, including myself, has been cheated on and treated poorly by a man. However, that should not change your perception of the man that you want to attract into your life. Do the healing work. Focus on bettering yourself and nurturing yourself again and getting back on your feet. But also put the energy out there that there is a man out there that is going to love you the way that you deserve, treat you the way that you deserve, and see your worth and never let any other man have the opportunity to even come into your life. These men exist and they are out there. But again, if you are continuously saying all these negative things, you're just going to attract them. And don't get me wrong, there are plenty of men out there that might not be the best kind of guy, but you should see the warning signs and say, okay, I know when to get out of this, I know when not to get too attached, and I could end that relationship or end that whatever before it gets too serious. As someone who is single, I am so hopeful for the man that I meet because I know my values, I know my morals, I know what I have to offer and what I bring to the table, and I know that there's going to be a man that sees me one day and is going to be like, I don't want any other man to come into your life or even be able to talk to you because I need you in my life. I want you in my life. I see that you bring value to my life and I see a potential future with you and I want to explore that. I know that that's coming, and I think by having this mindset, I will attract that man. So do the work. Do the healing work. Be alone for a bit. I've been alone for almost 2 years. It's fine. It's good to have those moments alone. But now I know what I deserve. Now I know what I'm willing to tolerate. I know the red flags. I know the warning signs. I know what I deserve, and I know how to treat a man. And when you know that, how do you lose? How could you lose? Because the right man will never leave you up. The right man will never let you go. And if he does, he's not the right guy.
Those women who think all men are manipulators and cheaters are usually the ones who have been hurt countless times by players. And honestly, that's kind of their fault. If someone keeps falling into the same pattern over and over again, at some point, they have to realize that the common denominator is themselves. Instead of taking accountability for their choices, they convince themselves that there are no good men out there. It's just easier that way. The truth is, good men exist, but these women weren't interested in them when they had the chance. And the worst part, the more they tell themselves that all men are the same, the more they attract the exact type of men they claim to hate. It becomes a cycle, one they created but refuse to break. Instead of learning from their past, they double down on the belief that good men don't exist, when in reality, they just never valued them in the first place.
For everyone out there in the dating world, they are all the good men. Not the 9s or the 10s, because no woman is ever enough to satisfy you. I'm talking about the 7s or 8s, or even a good solid 6. You know, a hard-working, loyal, trustworthy, dependable man that will move mountains to be with the woman he desires, knowing that he's going to get exactly the same in return. A woman that's independent and confident, has her own money, that doesn't want you for what you have, but for what you can give her emotionally. If you're out there, give me a call. I'll be your queen.
Final round. Fight. You win. No pain, no gain. Round 1. Fight.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Finally got a chance to make it back outside today. It's a little bit before sunset, but it's finally nice and bright and sunny and actually clear enough, and the wind isn't blowing like crazy to where I could actually do an outdoor video and you'd be able to hear me. I did attempt it on one other day and just realized I'm going to have to go inside to do this because the wind blowing across the mic was so incredibly bad you could not possibly hear a thing I was saying. And I guess I'll just dive right into today's topic, and it is, yeah, it is all a lie, every bit of it. And when I say it's all a lie, I think it's the perception of sort of modern day, what is successful, what's going to make you happy. It gets pushed on us by everything from movies to social media to mainstream media, constantly telling us, you know, you have to aspire to meet this certain look, this certain way of life that you're supposed to really aspire to, that you realistically, for most Americans, we're adapting to the reality of the way our economy, our environment, the environment for dating and everything that we have going on in our lives just doesn't match that metric. It just doesn't match what we're being told it's supposed to. To the point where people end up feeling utterly depressed, broken down by it, and feeling like they're never going to meet that standard. And the amount of damage that I feel like that does to people's mental health, to their psyche, coming into all of that, it's just incredible. It's just absolutely incredible how much damage that it actually does, because you're thinking that you're supposed to look the way certain neighbors look the way certain, you know, your life is supposed to match this other thing that you're watching from some other place. Basically along the lines of neighbors that I've noticed over the years that have pretty big mansions that they're living in, cars that they can't afford, all this stuff going on that they just can't really keep up with financially, crushing down on them constantly, and they are in a position where they can't survive beyond a couple of months because they're literally upside down in debt. The cars are not paid off, the house is not paid off, none of it's paid off, but they're living in this virtual, perpetual situation where they just owe tons and tons of money, and there's literally no escape from any of it, and they are a few bad months away from losing it all. If something happens health-wise, something happens with their flow of money, they're just going to be wiped out from that. Now, I'm not pointing out all of this trying to point some sort of finger at somebody. It's about raising awareness that we should not be aspiring to that. If it just doesn't suit us, we shouldn't be aspiring to that. So many of those people I've known over the years, they don't actually own any of those things. They actually just look rich and affluent and wealthy in ways that they actually are not at all. Most of the people that I've encountered like that, they look that way, but they are not that way at all. And coming to that realization really helps to free you up. It helps to free you and I up from thinking, oh, well, I need to aspire to do that. I need to get some sort of huge McMansion that maybe I can or can't afford on a monthly basis and desperately try to hold on to that. And I need to get a hold of a bunch of additional vehicles that I can't really afford the payments on, and aspire to a lifestyle where I'm living off all of these credit cards and all of this debt that I really don't have the means to hold on to. And you absolutely don't need to do any of those things. It's completely okay to not do any of those things. And I'm going to tell you, just from a man's point of view, when you get onto social media, when you get online, you are literally inundated at every single turn by people trying to sell you everything from, oh gosh, only fools, those of you that are aware of what that is and understand what I'm saying, coming on there with fake accounts, literally trying to hit you at every turn with some sort of message from some sort of fake account where you're like, where in the world is all this coming from? And literally they're just on there with a fake account trying to sell you sex at every turn. Every ad aimed at you looks like it's something that's half naked or attempting to get you to purchase something or buy something you probably don't need. And you begin to realize that the way that most of society is viewing people is just as consumers. It's not a community anymore. You're just a consumer that they want to be a wage slave, somebody that pumps money into the system, somebody they want as a consumer, and they don't want you thinking for yourself, doing anything differently than any of that, and absolutely under no circumstances leading the way for other people to leave that behind and develop some sort of semblance of happiness or freedom that's outside of any of that. But that is so utterly important. I mean, it really, really is. How are you going to have any level of happiness or freedom if you never face yourself on a spiritual level? If you're never able to have any quiet time, if you're literally running and running and running and running constantly every single day, it's almost like it's intentional. I'll leave that to you all to decide. Some of you have, if you've watched some of my other videos, you figured out what I kind of feel about that. But think about that. Let that sink in for a minute, how intentional all of this is. And think about how much peace you could have when you can kind of breathe in the morning and you're not racked with debt. I myself, over the years, have done everything I can to try and cut back as much on debt, on bills, on everything as I possibly can, just so I don't feel like when I wake up in the morning I owe so much money that I can't breathe. And although no one perfect, I've certainly not arrived. I'm still going to be going on this journey through the rest of my life. It is incredibly freeing when you wake up in the morning and you realize you do not have to absolutely scramble because you owe so much money to some sort of institution or whoever, and you actually have your freedom. You bought your time back from all of that. And unfortunately, it does make you aware on some level that you're an outlier at that point. You're somebody who's beginning to think differently. You don't really watch any mainstream news or anything like that. A lot of the stuff that I get is actually from a lot of different sources online that I know that are not really being paid for their information. They're just simply doing independent research, which I know that kind of became a hot button over the years where they started to treat it like, well, you're not going to do your own research. And I heard a comedian say at one point, you mean read and think for myself? Which, funny thing, the more you read and you think for yourself, the more you cut off debt, the more you unplug from a lot of this stuff, you start to wake up in the morning without a sense of agitation. You start to wake up in the morning not feeling like you're in panic mode. And so many people do not understand that. They don't want to understand it. There are people that do not want to be unplugged from that. And they'll actually get angry at you. I remember the first time I even suggested that to somebody who was completely wrapped up in this. Living in a McMansion, a sports car, a truck that he couldn't afford, and the minute I suggested, hey, maybe this isn't the way that it's supposed to be because you're stressed out 24/7. You have no idea whether or not you're going to be able to make payments beyond a certain point. And you've got one family member with failing health, and you are worried about your health because of certain conditions. Maybe this isn't the way to do it. And he looked at me like I had just spoke Greek backwards to him. I mean, he was just like, what? No, you can't. What are you doing? Thinking? And questioning all of this? You can't do that. You shouldn't be doing this. What is this? And it almost like it frightened him. It was almost like it frightened him to hear that. And I began to realize, I don't like that. I don't want to wake up every single morning worried about massive levels of debt, trying to aspire to an image that I'm supposed to go after because somebody told me I should go after. And I think as that began to sink in and I began to realize I don't need to do any of that. We don't need to. Much of what we think we're supposed to be is based upon a lie. Oh, here it comes. I think it's either the birds or the frogs coming off from the distance. There's a little pond over here. Just being able to get out during the day and try to spend some time in nature and just enjoy it a little bit and breathe and not feel like you're in the middle of everything. It's worth it. It's completely worth it if you can. Funny that I say that. I keep hearing a plane off in the distance. There's actually a small airport not far from here, and they want to chime in and remind me that I'm not ever quite too far from civilization, but I find it invaluable when you can get away and you can focus on yourself and you don't feel like you are indebted and that your time is completely owned. I don't know how many of you feel that way or aspire to that, but I'm sure probably a lot of you do. I'm sure that's probably why you've wandered over to this channel and you're listening to me talk about it all. It's definitely something that I've come to value more and more as I've gotten older. And for those of you that value that as well, I've done some other videos on this, but I'm kind of doing a little bit of a fresh take, and it was on my mind today as I was actually hiking a little bit, that this would be a good subject to bring back up and talk about again. And I'm just curious, what do you guys do to try and get personal peace? What do you do to try and get out of debt? It's always interesting when you share your comments here because other people pick up on it and realize, oh wow, that's a really great idea. When you share stuff like that and you give your experiences, it builds other people up. They realize, oh, everybody's going through this stuff. It isn't just me. Everybody is figuring out ways to get around it and to try to escape having their time being completely owned by somebody else. And if you're one of those people, you don't realize how much maybe a video or comments or just even being somewhat in a community of people that are talking about this really helps. So that's pretty much it for today. And I look forward to talking to everybody soon. And as always, drop your comments in there. I want to hear about your stories, what you're doing about all this. And be sure and like and subscribe, hit the notification bell, because if you don't, you're never going to know whatever pops up, because it seems like, I guess that's the way YouTube has been working for quite a few years now. So I look forward to talking to everybody again soon, and hope you have a great day. Try and get outside if you can, get some fresh air and catch that sunset, and have a great day.
Round one. Fight. Final round. Fight. You win. I'm in top condition. Get ready for the next battle. Get ready for the next battle.
So I need to try doing that. I do that elbow. If I miss, then I can try the down forward 2. I need to do the shoulder barge.
Round 1. Fight. Get ready for the next battle.
What else are you gonna do? So they put all these characters and nobody uses them. And then when you fight somebody who from that game.
Get ready for the next battle.
Because it's pretty difficult, that game, I won't lie. I find it hard anyway. Playing it on very hard.
I like to step round one. Fight. Fight!
champion.
I'd like to round one. Fight.
It's over. Fire. Smash.
Round two. Fight.
1, 2, 3.
Round three. Fight.
Playing around.
Round four. Fight. Final round. Fight. You win. No pain, no gain. Round one. Fight.
Playing around.
Round two. Fight.
It's over.
Round three. Fight.
Don't worry. I'll win for you.
I'd like to stack. Round one.
Anytime. I'd like to stay in one piece.
Round one. Fight.
Over here.
Here we go!
It's over.
I'll show you! Round two. Fight!
to stay.
Round one. Fight. Round one. Fight. Over here. It's over.
Anytime. I'd like to
round one. Fight. Fight. Over here. Round 3. Fight. Let's go! You win. No pain, no gain.
I'd like to
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Round 3. Fight. Round 4. Fight. Final round. Fight. You win. No pain, no gain.
I'd like to
Round 1. Fight.
uppercut.
win for you.
I like to.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight. Round four. Fight. You win. I'm in top condition.
I like to stay in one piece. I'll pass.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Now this is what I call fun.
Round three. Fight.
It's over.
Round four. Fight.
It's over.
You win. I'm in top condition.
I like to stay in one.
Round one.
To stay in one piece. Oh.
Round one. Fight. Fight.
stay in.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. It's over. Round three. Fight. It's over. Round four. Fight. Final round. Fight. It's over. You win. No pain, no gain. Round one. Fight. It's over. Round two. Fight. Round three. Fight. It's over. Round four. Fight. It's over. show you. Most strongest in the universe. Yeah. Final round. You win. I'm in top condition.
I got stuff to do, man. Be gone with you. Some good games there, I won't lie. GG's, that guy was alright. That guy was alright. What's up with this thing? It's warm in here. I'm roasting. Isn't there something more interesting to do than this? Playing video games. Boring, man. Need to do something else. If this game doesn't work again, then I'm gonna just have to switch it off, actually. No need to get angry, just turn it off. Simple as that.
I'm here to serve.
Time to feed the ravens.
Your Highness. What is your command?
The Lord is my witness.
For my Camelot.
No mercy for the wicked.
I serve the Lord.
None can stand in my way.
For my forefathers.
Time to feed the ravens.
I am ready.
For my Camelot.
What? Fire and steel.
No mercy for the wicked.
Your Highness.
I can take them all.
Blessings.
Kneel before your
king. I serve the Lord.
Make up your mind.
Time to feed the ravens.
Your Highness.
The Lord is my witness.
What are we waiting for?
Blessings.
For my Camelot.
Your Highness, I serve the Lord.
I serve the Lord.
Ready to fight. So many offerings. Blessings.
Kneel before your king.
I'm here to serve. What are we waiting for?
The Lord is my witness.
None can stand in my way.
For my forefathers.
Kneel before your king.
I am ready. So many offerings. I'm here to serve.
No mercy for the wicked.
None can stand in my way.
Blessings.
Defend yourself.
Awaiting your command. for my forefathers. A Fomorian giant. They have been exiled from Avalon for millennia. I am ready. Fire and steel. What are we waiting for?
The Lord guides my hand.
Kneel before your king.
I am ready. What are we waiting for? Awaiting your command.
Kneel before your king.
I'm here to serve. Fire and steel. So many offerings. I'm here to serve. No mercy for the wicked.
No mercy for the wicked.
Time to feed the ravens.
Your Highness.
For my Camelot.
Awaiting your command. What is your command? So many offerings.
Sinners shall bleed.
I am ready. I serve the Lord.
I serve the Lord.
What? I am ready. Sinners shall bleed. Ready to fight. Fire and steel.
Sinners shall bleed.
Time to feed the ravens.
Sinners shall bleed.
No mercy for the wicked.
None can stand in my way. For my Camelot.
Ready. What is your command? What? So many offerings.
The Lord is my witness.
Awaiting your command. Ready.
Sinners shall bleed.
Your Highness. sinners shall bleed.
I serve the Lord.
No mercy for the wicked.
Kneel before your king.
I am ready.
None can stand in my way.
Ready to fight. For my forefathers. Ready.
The Lord is my witness.
Kneel before your king.
I'm here to serve. What is your command? Blessings. You stand against. Your will is stronger than I thought. Soon you will be able to travel in the deep wood on your own. And do so you must, if you want to kill King Arthur. Arthur's torn soul fled to the deep wood and inhabited the most powerful guardian of the forest, the one you call the Green Knight. Arthur's taint is putting the Sidhe in danger. Some of the Sidhe want to destroy the Green Knight, but most of them think it would be an awful blasphemy. They would even protect it from you. Be patient. You need to learn how to control your mind, or you will get lost in the deep wood again. I will tell you what to do, but first we have to seal another fragment.
What is this thing?
Rest and heal here. We must find all 5 gates to the fragmentary realms your mind created here. Then, we must close them down. He is dead. But look, he has a scroll in his hand. The ancient idols are barring the entrance to that fragment. We won't be able to pass through until we destroy them.